Hey everybody, this is David at Homestead Hacks. Sitting out here today emptying some old jars. I had some old eggs that had been canned and they've been in there quite a long time. And I need the jars, so I'm emptying them out. And what you end up with a lot of times, especially, there's my root cellar right there. Well, I guess I'll show it real quick. I don't think I've ever showed it. It's kind of messy in here, so kind of excuse the mess. But it's our root cellar. That's quite a bit colder in here. It's messy. Kind of excuse the mess. We've got a few canned things up there, and there's some of the old eggs I'm trying to get rid of. There's some vegetable soup I had just made a couple weeks ago. Usually when I make anything, I'll make extra, and then I'll can some up. There's the chicken. You remember the video I did on canning the chicken, the raw chicken. You can go back and see that video. In fact, I'll put it up in the one of the corners you can see at the end of the video. Just click on it. But anyway, this is where I keep all my canned stuff. While I'm in here, I guess I'll kind of explain this a little bit. This is 8-inch poured walls. This thing's been here for going on pushing it's been over 20 years. This thing's about 22 years old when we had it built. It's like I said, it's 8 inches of poured concrete, reinforced steel rebar, one I-beam across the middle. It was supposed to have two. They messed up and they only put one, so they doubled up on the tin. As you can see, it's rusting a little bit, but it's basically just surface rust. Some heavy-duty rebar. This thing is heavy-duty. This thing will stand a lot. But anyway, enough about the cellar. But what I wanted to show in this video is when you come across jars that have been in there for a while and you got a lot of moisture, and they get a lot of now I wish I had a spare hand here. I could explain this better. When you try to loosen these jars, they're about impossible. I mean, I've torqued on this thing for quite a bit, just trying to show an example how tough they are. But how I get them loose is basically, and I won't be able to demonstrate that because I don't have my tripod, nothing. But anyway, if you'll take them and just tap them on a hard surface, easy, don't break your rim. You got to just tap them real easy like that. On a counter, anywhere where it's hard, you don't have to hit it very hard. You're just tapping it. And let's see here. I'll have to put it on pause. It's the only way I can do right here, but I'll show you how it comes off real easy. Okay, I know it didn't actually show it, but trust me, it popped off. I barely turned on it. I just barely turned and it come right off. Where before I torqued on it as hard as I could and it wouldn't budge. So that's a good way of getting these loose. Your old lids. Now, like I said, these are pretty old. So what I'm going to do, I'll probably just mash these things up and give them to the chickens. I try not to give them to them where they'll recognize them as an egg. So I'll smash them up where they have no idea what they are and put them in another location, let them eat them. Probably the outside chickens like out here. I'll just smash them up and probably leave them lay right there, and they'll come by here in a little bit, the game chickens, and they will eat all these up. And because they're starting to lay right now anyway, because the days are getting longer, so we're starting to get some eggs. But I'm gonna get in there and get these washed, and oh look, the baby cat's gonna eat them. But thanks for watching Homestead Hacks.